Click.
Thread. I don't want to hear this anymore, okay? You have 3-second memories. I don't. And what you're doing is destructive. Long, long ago, in the misty, unrecorded past of 2 months ago, Donald Trump set records for people voting in primaries. They didn't even have to show up, but they broke voting records. You have forgotten that. I haven't. You think fear motivates people. Nope. Fear depresses turnout. Am I right, Brad Parscale? If people think Trump is behind or it's deadlocked, they lose their motivation. Americans love winners. They want to be part of a huge victory. By incessantly telling them that Trump just might lose, they think, why bother? The Democrats will steal the election anyway because they're brilliant at everything they do, and Trump never had a chance because he's just not smart, and my vote won't make a difference. Where did this moronic idea of complacency come from? I'll tell you where. From pathologically negative people who hate confidence. You think confidence is naive, and you're the realist wagging the finger of superiority at us rubes. Well, shut up. Don't ever warn me again. Got that? You're insulting me, the real Trump supporters, Parscale, and of course, Trump. You forgot 2016, I guess. Trump was just handed the White House and he went, whoa, I put in my thumb and pulled out a plum. Time to take a 4-year nap. Get it through your case-hardened steel skull. I am confident. Do not tell me to stop being confident. You can go fret and fuss and wring your hands. Do not include me in your gloomfest. I'm sick of this indestructible weakness, this gutlessness.
Warriors, come out to play.
Ever heard of Sholto Douglas, 1st Baron Douglas of Kirtleside? He was Assistant Chief of the Air Staff at the Air Ministry during World War II with the rank of Air Marshal. As a lieutenant in the Royal Flying Corps in World War I, he was an observation officer in a god-awful death trap called the BE-2C. The gunner sat in the front seat facing backward, his gun pointed backward. When he fired, he had to make sure he didn't blow off the pilot's head. On December 29, 1915, Sholto Douglas led a flight of 2 BE-2Cs. They were jumped by 6 Fokker monoplanes that had machine guns that fired through the propeller, something the Brits didn't have. The Fokkers were much faster and more maneuverable, and one of the Fokkers was flown by Oswald Belka, the man who invented all the fighter tactics we still use today. Sholto Douglas's companion was shot down instantly, so Douglas used the strengths of the BE-2C. He dove to nearly ground level and flew in and out of groves, dodging trees and slowing down as much as he could. The German fighters were too fast. They kept flying past him. Gunner Lieutenant James Childs got airsick from all the violent maneuvering and puked up his breakfast in Douglas's face. Douglas had to tear off his goggles and fly with his eyes exposed to the slipstream, oil from the engine, and vomit. Then a Fokker piloted by another aviation pioneer named Max Immelmann joined the fight. 7 Fokkers against the BE-2C, 2 of them flown by men who invented maneuvers still used today. Douglas dodged the 7 Fokkers for half an hour. When a tracer bullet hit his fuel sump, he knew he had to get the hell out of Dodge. The shortest way home was over German trenches. Douglas flew at 20 feet, fired at by every rifle and machine gun on the ground. He made it home. His aircraft had been hit with over 100 bullets. We'll never know how many bullets missed. What did Douglas do the next day? He went out again in the same aircraft facing the same odds. Sholto Douglas lived until 1969. Oswald Belka was killed when one of his students crashed into him, tearing off a wing. Max Immelmann was killed when his machine gun malfunctioned and shot off his own propeller. I am confident. Like Sholto Douglas. Stop telling me to be negative and afraid. You and I are not alike.
Warriors, come out to play.
Everybody packed?
Yeah.
All of you stay behind me. I'm gonna take him out to the sand.
What about you? You ready?
Let's do it.
Klick.
Holy fucking shit, this fucking timeline is lit. All over, it's over. World's biggest Alex Joner. Holy fucking cow, this fucking timeline is all over, it's over. World's biggest Alex Joner.
All of my sexual fantasies involve handcuffs.